Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of 2K23 My Career. Now, I did record the beginning segment, but it just was all buzzed out and stuff, so I had to stop the recording and delete it. But basically what they were going over, it was him, the coaches most of the time. Him and this Freddie guy, they were talking about how he needs to start doing more social media because it's all connected or whatever. And then he had to talk with his coach about, and coach showed him where the locker room was and what his locker was. And then he also told him how he needed to start working towards a starting position, or if he wanted to get a starting position, he had to work harder. And we're basically a 6-man rotation right now, but that's just the first game. But yeah, that's basically all that happened, really quickly summed up. So it was kind of might be a little off, but yeah, let's get into this game.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, NBA debuts are always special, and NBA is making his tonight.
Let me just make sure this is turned down and stuff. Alright, I'm going to turn this stuff down. Alright, sweet. All good.
The 18th overall pick, MP still has a lot to prove. Now, one lead scout I spoke with said that MP was good in college, but his tools will not translate to this level. So some fans are already questioning this pick. Guys?
I can see that. Thanks, David. Sounds like MP already has some critics.
Yeah, but I think that'll help MP. Fuel him.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. And it's Bullock in at the small forward. And for the Suns,
Here we go.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Britt.
Obviously, not starting.
Certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Doncic feeling it out. And the officials call for a
I just
3-second violation.
sitting there to screen.
And the Suns here with a different look. Sharks checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Paul.
Yeah,
and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Green's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Booker against Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 3.
Shoot it. That was new.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of Dallas.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
Craig against Dinwiddie. Good on the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's MP. Payne covering. Now, MP. No good with the layup.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Josh Green, first personal foul.
2 shots.
Second team foul.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Cameron Payne taking 2 shots.
That's good from Payne. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Lee's checked in for the Suns. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
to stop the run. And the layup by Powell.
Yeah,
When do I
coach's
take a
pet
shot?
peeve there.
My nose
No
is on
box
fire
out.
right now.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Passes to Saric. Now here's Payne, covered by MP.
I hate track.
Basket counts.
Oh, I'm at a D+.
Payne's got 7.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Powell finds Green. Here's MP. In the corner, Powell with it. Green left side. Over Craig. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Phoenix ahead, ending the first quarter.
I am doing it. I'm at a D, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Suns leading by 18. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Saric and Johnson are on the block. And it's Craig in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
MP shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, when we started the season with back-to-back wins. And the team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
That one is no good.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And it's Payne in the corner. Saric trying to break free. That's good from Payne on the assist by Booker. Booker's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA.
I'm sorry that y'all have to witness this.
It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on.
Is something wrong? Hold on, let me... Yeah, it feels hard. Mr. Clutch, Mr. Fundamentals, Mr. Incredible. That's cool. Just stick with MP. What's difficult? You know what I'm trying to say. That one.
On this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And it's in there. Craig's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Payne grabs the board.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Buries the long-range jumper.
This is sad.
11 seconds left in the first half. Here's MP.
I don't understand.
McGee. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He's got a knack.
I really don't understand. I'm lost.
For those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
JaVale McGee at the line for 1.
Dude, it's kind of annoying. It's like so hard. I can't do anything.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Suns on top, just dominating this one. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Or this is embarrassing. Exclamation.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2.
No, like my shot guard isn't there.
He's checked in for Payne. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. And MP subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. On the court for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber is out there with Wood. Then it's MP. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive play.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Phoenix. Sharge is checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Torrey Craig in for Paul. Dallas also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. Lee kicks to Bridges. Pass to Craig. Back to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Suns missing.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
MP, that's for
not
2.
there. That's not.
And he overshot that one, missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in. The Mavericks also with the sub. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Pass to McGee. 1:14 left in the third. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McGee's got 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Back to Payne. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. He's got 12.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
McGee the pass to Finney Smith. Now the feed to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Lee outside. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Back to MP. That one.
Voice crack. Whoa, whoa. I can't do it. Whoa, let's go.
Falls. MP's got his first basket.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Now here's Payne. Shoots over McGee.
I was
and 2 free
flying.
throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I don't know how it's a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Cameron.
Yeah, I was flying.
At the line for 2.
My brother's floating in the air. That brother's gone.
2 shots.
Alright, take it too long.
that's good from Payne.
Plus.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Worst game of my life, and that's not exaggerate. This is my second game of my life.
Payne hits them both.
Not really,
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Suns on top, running away. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason
Kidd.
Kidd.
Skip episode 3. Might go to 3.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
Josh is checked in for the Suns. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Davis Bertans checks in for Christian Wood. Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And MP subbed in for Doncic.
Like, whenever I shoot, there's like this much green. And I'll be like 14% covered. I don't think that's right. I have to be on like Hall of Fame or something.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles.
Why am I?
As a player, talk about that challenge.
Shots. What do you mean? I was in
is a
the
weird
paint.
one. Sometimes
Bro,
it can
2K
work
making
great
me
for you,
mad, I
and
can't lie.
sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I
am I on
loved
this
finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in
Yeah,
my
just
role?
take my-
Was it as a 10-point-a-game score? Was it as a
Score down
20-point-a-game score? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game score? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it. It showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see
so
plenty more
bad,
of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And good that time.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Back the lead.
Considering I'm a 6-man. And it wants me to like really
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Biyombo finds Shem. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. And it's MP with the rebound. Here's Ntilikina. MP from deep three-point land. Off target. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish the lead.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning.
That's really bad. Like, that's embarrassingly
Tough loss tonight,
Oh,
MP.
man.
I'm sure that's not how you wanted to start your NBA career.
Nope, John. It's definitely not.
Hey, maybe
What
it
gives
made
you
the first
confidence
game really
that your
hard.
next game will end on a more positive note?
Maybe it had to be like this. The work I put in, the organization, the work I put in.
The work I put in. I take my craft seriously, and I maximize my efforts each and every day. So
Spoken
if the
like
results
that.
aren't there, that's unfortunate, but I
Hard
always
worker.
make sure I put myself in the best possible position to succeed. The results will come.
So your preparation gives you confidence. Makes perfect sense. Wishing you luck in your next one.
Appreciate it, John.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
It was great. Community is everything.
Community. Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. You know, with that being said,
man.
it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to, you know, and with the season only just starting, you know, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you
Yeah,
were perhaps
I'd say so.
given the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. You know, my parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly, you know, but as far as, you know, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I got to prove myself. Always have, always will. You know, that's just a natural part of sports. You know, first you got to prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother.
That was fun. Gave a good word. Got some fans from it. You see, I wonder if people that are just skipping those, if they
Okay,
don't,
I will let him
get
know.
the benefit from it. Or do you think
What up,
if they
Rick? You
skip it,
good?
they just get
Hey,
it? They just get it.
yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean,
Uh-oh.
that's not really his reputation.
Uh-oh.
So...
Is it that bad?
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Oh, dude. It's either really good news or it's
Okay.
really bad news.
Something about this feels off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Uh-oh.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
Good word.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP, come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie.
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
So they just want me
Okay,
to play
Freddie
ball,
made it
but
seem like I had to do a
Freddie
bunch of
said
PR stuff
I
just to
need
get my shot with the
start
studs.
That's
getting
flat out
fans
wrong.
yeah.
This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
I'm much
Good.
rather that than
I don't need to keep you.
guys.
But if you ever want to
I
talk,
just worked
or
for
if
10
Freddie
minutes.
gives you a hard time, whatever,
Let me
my
start.
door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Akpem.
Othello,
Othello.
don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
Do my neck.
See you, Coach. See ya.
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Horrible news.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
It's be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear, I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, you know, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. Look, I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not gonna happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue, that's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, I mean, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. You gotta remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now at all.
Like, I mean, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we gotta be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want slow plays.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man.
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there, I'm your guy. Let's get it.
Okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're gonna be golden.
Win some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was gonna be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.
All right. Well, guys, we didn't have the best game ever. I think it was 4 points. But I'm hoping that was made for that was supposed to happen. We weren't supposed to do good because of the story, how they were talking about how I just need to focus on basketball, and how in that interview they were saying how did I mean to have that loss did I mean to have a loss for my first game? How does it feel and whatnot? So hopefully that was a part of the game, but that wasn't the best. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and watching. I promise. I hope I'll do better next time. I will do better next time. That's a promise. Shake on it. But yeah, thank y'all for coming in. I love y'all, and see you later.